All right. Bet plus 30. Heat 2 at the line. As they finish up grooming that opening turn.
And kind of one of the strategies they like to do here is they like to run that groomer and make sure they let the sled sit on the line and idle. Most of these guys in this vet class have been sitting in the pits just like they remember back in the day with their sled on a track stand, just running it through the RPMs, you know?
Smoking a ciggy and letting her run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old school racing right there.
It is. Whoever's the fastest one on the track stand in the pits is definitely going to get the whole shot.
I'm looking at that lineup. It looks like a Skittles just threw up on the line. Lots of nice colors out there. The yellow, the red, the green. It looks fantastic. Back in the day when we didn't have all the wraps, the sleds were the sleds. You could really tell how the brands were. There's a lot of good racing from the 90s, and it's back here at Ditchbanger National.
I even see a onesie that says USA.
Nice, and we are green. Up into that first turn they go. Everyone gets through, appears clean.
Yep.
One little bobble at the back. Oh, we got a tangle there. Big tangle mid-pack.
Yeah, we got
collected about 5-6 sleds.
Yep. I see everybody's up and moving.
Yep, so far so good. Course workers are running over there. Let's see if they get them broke free. Looks like we're going to reach for red and freeze this race. Yep.
Yep, we're going to get a red flag.
So we're going to freeze the field here. You have to have a restart. Man, I thought for a minute there everyone was going to get through clean.
Yeah, I thought we were going racing, but I was wrong.
Let's just make sure everyone's okay. Sleds are fired up, getting them tipped up right, making sure you got all your appendages.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. And just so everybody realizes, at ERX Motor Park and with the Ditchbanger National, safety is of the utmost. You know, that's what we have to do. We want to make sure everyone's safe and having a good time. So before these guys even hit the track, we do have officials that are standing over there in the pits, making sure they have chest protectors, helmets buckled, shin pads. Some of them even mouth guards. We want to make sure everyone's wearing the appropriate gear because remember, we're dealing with the 30-plus class here. So a lot of these fellas and ladies are going home to families, and there's safety is kind of a critical thing. So our flaggers jump to attention right away, get those sleds untangled, and we should get them lined back up.
Hey, if you're at home watching the live stream right now, and I'm thinking, I just had this epiphany.
Oh,
I'm smart like this.
But
you're within like a 50-mile radius of ERX. You got plenty of time to come on down to ERX Motor Park and watch this race front and center.
Yeah, hop in your car
and
come do the deal.
When you come in, you might as well bring us a beverage.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're going to get these sleds lined up, and while we're doing that, we're going to cut away for just a sec.
Shit.
No matter how you do water, there's a Premier pontoon for you. Because Premier pontoons are the best riding, best built, and have the best technology in the industry, with countless floor plans to choose from and exclusive award-winning innovations like Revolution seating and Troll and Stow. So whether you're looking for your first pontoon or your next, look to Premier.
All right, Ditchbanger National 2025, year 5 for this thing. Can you believe it?
Year 5, yeah.
And it just keeps getting bigger and better every year. This is if you grew up watching racing in the 90s when we were all fat, dumb, and happy and the snowmobile industry was just enjoying a heck of a ride, selling hundreds of thousands of snowmobiles every year, and the racing was fantastic. It's like reliving those days all over again right now.
Absolutely.
We've got almost 600 racers here today, so that makes it one of the largest snowmobile races in the industry right now. New, old, it doesn't matter. Heck, when we had the triples last night, we had Greasy Triple Class last night. It's been the largest 3-cylinder race probably on the planet for snowmobiles. We had almost 50 of them.
Yeah.
It sounded fantastic, by the way.
There was a couple out there with the triples, the pipes just screaming. It was awesome. But here we are dealing with the Vet 30 Plus. This is our second heat lined up. Track is clear.
We got one buggy just cleared down the bottom of the pumper pond there. Looks like he's out of the way. We're under starter's orders. Oh, had a jump.
Yep, they're going to send him around on his summit. Because when I think of racing, I'm like, that's what I'd be racing.
Do you have to pay Monopoly money to, like, do not pass go? Like, do you have to pay when you do that? How's that work?
I'm not sure. But they send him to the back so he can get a little roost right out of the gate.
And we're green.
And through that plume of smoke and snow dust, this time around, I think
everybody got through.
Yep, they all made it
through. We're all going to make it through. Fantastic. We got 4 Ski-Doos up front. There's just it's a sea of yellow.
Yeah, it's like a pack of angry bees. And your early leader looks to be the 167 of Sam Lundstrom out of Candy, Ohio.
We've heard the old Lundstrom name here at ERX plenty of times.
Yep.
Those guys know how to go around a snowcross track.
But it looks
especially
like he got shuffled back by Aaron Patton. Also showed up to go ski-doing, eh?
Yeah, so Smalley in tow, Troy Hale, then Labor, followed by Edwards. That's your top 5. Lundstrom, your leader. But there's a battle for that lead right now as they go around the backside of the majestic pumper pond. They've been tuning the Ski-Doos today.
They have, and those first 2 are really running away. They got a good lead going.
Would they be going Ski-Dooing right now?
So Vet 30 plus second heat.
The 70, that's Aaron Patton now your leader. Aaron must not have scored his transponder the first time by.
But Sam Lundstrom in second.
Yep.
Jesse Smalley in third. And Troy Hale crossed in fourth.
They're all Ski-Doos, that's all I know.
Yep.
It's nice red, white, blue. That 635 buggy, that's Jesse Labor. I'm going to give him best dressed. He's wearing the Stars and Stripes onesie.
Absolutely. It's got the waist belt and everything with more stars on it.
Made me want to stand up and salute seeing that thing.
Yeah. If you stood up, people would realize you're not wearing pants.
It's hot in
up here in the booth.
Yeah.
So it'd be really weird.
So Patton's still your leader on that Ski-Doo. So they make that inside turn back, head up to 169, and then down in front of the Motor Park Chalet they come. The number 70 Ski-Doo of Aaron Patton. Patton around a 50.7, significantly faster than anyone else in the track early on, and that's why it shot him to the lead there. He came through in that first lap, ran about 5th, and then boom, bam. He found some good lines somewhere and gained about.
Managed to hold it quite well. I mean, he's got one heck of a gap, first and second.
It's kind of like a carnival in the back of the pack.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of everything going on. They're shuffling around.
So you mean there's a lot of clowns?
It's a clown show.
Okay.
100%.
ERX Ditchbanger National. A lot of stand-up riders here. Minimum 8-inch risers. They do go through text, so they have to have a minimum of an 8-inch riser and a BRAP can.
What about a flat brim hat? Is that required?
Yeah, it's required, but not during racing, of course.
Sure.
It's only after.
Yeah.
And then when you're on the podium.
You have to wear a backpack then, too?
With a probe.
Yeah, with the probe. So the probe's the most important part.
Absolutely. That's what she said.
I mean, you kind of like the probing part.
I will not comment. I don't know what that meant either.
Safety.
Safety, yes. for when
Safety
you-
never takes a holiday, especially at ditchbanger.
No, thankfully it doesn't, because we've seen enough sleds piled up that there's going to be a lot of parts for sale later. Green flag still flying in our second heat of Vet 30 plus.
Again, 8 laps in this. We are just going to put in lap 6 here. Here comes your leader.
This is about the time the fatigue's really setting in. You get a little whiskey throttle, and your leader is now getting into lap traffic. Track's getting pretty chewed up. Captain America's just pulling in to talk to the ladies as he makes his way over to the pits. That is a good-looking suit.
It's a good-looking suit, isn't it?
Yeah, he just came for the ladies. That's why he doesn't really care about a result.
Patton making his way on the backs of the pumper pond. And then up into the Doughboy. One to go for your leader, Aaron Patton.
Patton, Lundstrom, Wolf, Hale, Smalley, Dvorak.
Patton just putting in the laps, just went around a couple more guys. He's in those lap traffic, and he's still running a pretty respectable 55-second lap. He's slowed by 5 seconds from that early lap.
And he can give up some. I mean, he's doing good there.
And then to put that in perspective, so he just ran a 55-second. Last night, some of our pros were running in the 45 seconds, so
Correct.
10 seconds faster.
Yep.
On a pretty similar track in terms of the terrain and how rough it was, etc.
Yep. And you might get to see a little bit of that, because coming up next,
It's
we're
Pro
gonna have
Light.
Heat 1 of Pro Light. So we will see that change. You'll see some of the Wonder Bread team just kind of stroll in the pits. Look at the mullet. That flow is going, bro.
Just had the Wonder Bread crew show up in front of the Motor Park Chalet as Aaron Patton takes the win here in this Vet Plus 30 heat race.
Ladies, they're doing autographs later. You can just find them right out here in the pits. And that is
Here comes Sam Lundstrom in the 167. That is your second place buggy.
And third place will be rolling across the line here.
I believe that's going to be Cole Wolf once he crosses, but there was a lot of lappers in that mix, so we'll get everybody else across the line and score, and we'll get it squared away, and that'll move us into our first heat of Pro Light.
So they're going to touch the track up a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to get the groomers out of the track, touch it up briefly, get our Pro Light riders lined up, and we'll be right back.